doing this. I am. It says it looks like it was deleted on Facebook.
Hello, friends. How is everybody? We are here today with the fabulous Mixed Domestic.
Hello, friends. We're here having a party. This is the beginning of the crochet along. I almost said sew along. I forget which medium I'm messing with every time.
The hook and the yarn today. How are you doing?
Excited. Yeah, I'm great. This is a work that's been in the works for years now. Is when it all began. I went back to all of my my hair. I did my hair for you. And then there's this thing that's fitting. I mean, it's been a couple of years that I started it when y'all first sent me all the skeins of yarn, and I just got going. I thought it was like back whenever no, it's been a year and a half since I first did it, because I was in the works with it whenever y'all reached out and said, hey, do y'all want to do this? And then I didn't realize at first it didn't work out, because I had some other people that were running things for me, and then I was like, peace out to them. I want to go play with my friends.
Yeah, because we weren't able to get
hey, I actually want to do this, because I didn't realize when I sent stuff to y'all. Hi, so I used to be represented by an agency, because that's how it was. And so I just it simplified things for me, and so this collaboration could have began earlier, but I would send things to them thinking that they would just like do
Take care of it.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, because I would give them I'd be like, these are my friends. I want to work with them. I didn't realize it would end, or like if it didn't work out with them, I thought that you would come back to me, and it didn't. And then I was like, oh, and then finally I was like, peace out to them. They just weren't willing to fight for me like I needed them to fight for me, and so I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not interested in any of that. So
we also thought you knew what was happening. So
I didn't. I had no idea. I didn't know what happened. And so until I reached back out to y'all, and I was like, let's do this. I really want to do this.
Well, it's funny because Pam's like, I'm sitting here thinking, well, they must not want to do it. And you're like,
let's be real.
I want to do it.
I 100% thought, because when Lorene had asked me about it, I was thinking, if I didn't email back, because let's be real, things happen. We all get busy. I figured for sure, I'm like, oh, this is my fault. I did something. And then I went, and then I got the email from you, and I was like, oh, yay, it's still.
Oh, no. This is one of the things I wanted you to do no matter what. I just was like, y'all handle the contract part. I didn't realize that they weren't like.
Ooh,
yeah,
good,
so it was good. I left them. Maggie Lou, hi. Yeah.
Well, we are so happy that it worked out, because.
Yeah, me too. And it happened at the right time, because if it would have happened then, I was still in the throes of all of it. So who knows what would have happened? It's much better, everyone. But I'm telling you now, on the other side of my mental health catastrophe, so that I can bring this to you in a healthier headspace, to where we can actually have fun, as opposed to spiral down with me, which would have happened earlier.
Yes, we're happy. We're happy. We always say, we have a couple phrases. Pam and I were just talking about it today. We have a couple phrases we use constantly, and one of them is it's almost like we planned it that way. Everything works out like we must have planned it that way, because it was too perfect.
Yeah,
the universe definitely planned it that way. So I'm excited, and now I'm ready to flip everyone the bird, and I'm ready. It's a lot more satisfying being able to redo this again, because I'm going to crochet it with all y'all. I'm going to make another blanket. I'm getting my old one back. It's not here yet. I'm going to do a new one, but to revisit the middle finger in a healthier headspace.
In a different mind space, right?
Yeah, it'll be really cool. I bet it's going to be healing. I betcha as I'm doing it, because that's one of the joys of crochet, right? It's it captures all the memories and the feelings, and where you were, what you were doing, what was happening during the times. It'll help me process probably a whole bunch of stuff as I'm flipping new people off. It's going to be good.
Love that. I just dropped a link in the chat for the blanket. So if you don't have Matthew's middle finger stitch blanket kit yet, you need to go get it. Check out the link. It's 30% off today.
Just to the end of the day.
Till the end of the day. 30% off site-wide.
It's our birthday. So we have our Furls. We do two big sales, one big sale twice a year. So the only time we ever do 30% is Black Friday and our birthday. So Our birthday was the 22nd, which was yesterday. So you have to the end of the day, midnight at Central, right? Midnight Central.
Oh, that's a big deal. I think I'm going to go shopping when we're done here. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. Use the link. But for real, get this kit. It's pretty awesome. Like, I use all of the colors, but the kit itself is like split between like two different. You can pick 15 and 15. I don't remember how many I use. I just use all of them.
Pick 15 colors for your blanket, and you get to choose which 15. So pick your favorite 15 colors, and that will be your blanket. You also get your choice of a streamlined wood hook. You get a tote bag.
And look at Chris's. Yes, you can. Just don't tell her it's the middle finger bag.
I mean, I guess I really shouldn't do a middle finger blanket for my 2-year-old granddaughter. Chris, you want to know something? I have a 10-year-old, and I remember Helena when she was 2. Very much. I needed to get that rage out. I might present it to her and be like, "This is a lark's foot."
Yeah, here's a lark's foot blanket just for you, my love.
Know what it is, because yes, 2-year-olds need it sometimes too, just not out loud. And you want to be supportive and all of that, but
okay. They need it just to yourself.
Feel that way. It's okay to feel that way. Or you can crochet it in honor. You know what? Because if your granddaughter, a strong, independent woman in the making, right? It's like,
well, Chris is her grandma, so she will be.
That part.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But what I was saying with the 15 is that I use all of them. And the reason that we split it into where it's 15 and 15 as opposed to all the colors, because the blanket itself used like half a skein. Like, this is what I have left. And like, I've been playing with all the colors, and I'm going to turn them into like cakes and stuff because it's fun. But if you want like to get 2 kits, well, it's 30 like percent off.
Yeah, because then you can make
because then you'll have all the colors of the acrylic, or you'll have 30 colors, and like you can always play with acrylic yarn. Like that's the thing. So it's an option.
I love Wander too. It's so soft and sheeny, and it's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Tracy, the kit is definitely, it's a beginner stitch. It looks like it's more complicated, which is one of the joys of this stitch, is that it's just one row this way, one row that way, and then that's the stitch. And then with the crochet along, I'm very beginner friendly. Just one thing y'all need to know about me is I'm neurodivergent, and so the way that I explain things is just in a way that's unique, because I'll just like look at the process and then I'm like, oh, this is how I explain it. So it's not going to be like how necessarily the pattern even will look. I'll be like, oh, this is what I do. I stick it here and then I do this. So
I'm gonna here
that way.
There is a photo. Sorry, Dan. There's a photo tutorial in the pattern as well. So
yeah, so do it. It's for beginners, intermediates, all the people need to flip people off. Beginners need to flip people off too. That's just the truth, right? Oh,
everybody needs beginners. No, I think it's a healthy way to express that inner rage that we might have for
the feeling.
When you first, because I had first seen the makings of this blanket on Instagram, and you had, I think that's when I had first contacted you, because you had named it. You're like, I think this blanket's flipping me off, and immediately I was like, Matthew,
that part. That's how it started. It's like, really. For those that don't know me, hi, I'm Matthew of Mixed Domestic. I used to be known as Mr. Domestic, and then I came out as non-binary back in October and changed my brand to Mixed Domestic. So that's how it's pronounced now. But yeah, I just was, it was serendipity where they sent me all of the skeins of yarn, and I was like, you know what? I'm having a mental health crisis. It lasted a long time to where like I didn't almost come out the other end of it. And a big part of what helped me through it was this blanket. And I'm not being cheesy. Like, I love repetitive stitch crocheting, especially like whenever I'm in the throes of something, like needing to process it, just to sit there and not have to like really count, and you can just like do what you need to do. And I found the lark's foot stitch, and it looked like it would be really pretty with a gradient, because I wanted to use all of the colors. And then just like as I was crocheting it, a couple rows, I don't know whether I thought it was a comment or something, but it was like suddenly it went from the lark's foot to where I was like crocheting little middle fingers. And I was like, this blanket's flipping me off. And I was like, oh my God, it made it so much more fun. And I giggled the entire time that I was doing. So it like turned into this like therapeutic therapy blanket for me, into this like rip roaring smiling like crochet fuss that was just like hilarious. Every time I look down, I see another hand flipping me off. I was like, well, yeah, you know what? Back at you, blanket. And it allowed me to like channel the rage, because there's always something that's like, I mean, for real, the world right now, regardless of like your ilk or like your mindset or where you're from, it's like the world is designed to make us mad and frustrated at it. And like no matter where you turn on social media, there's someone that you want to flip off. So this is your opportunity to channel all that rage. Or if there's someone in your life that needs a blanket and you need, maybe it's someone that you're like, really? You need me to make you a baby blanket in 2 weeks? Okay. Like that kind of situation.
Well, like you said, maybe it's someone who we want to give them some strength to let them do what they got to do.
Right. And that's how I think of it. It's not a flipping someone off. It's empowering. It's an empowerment blanket. It's let's take control. And I just like the humor in it. And like, to me, it's not about being like irreverent. I think I said that in a blog post that I wrote. It's not about that because I'm not irreverent. I'm just like, no, it's really funny. It's like super duper funny. If you don't think it's funny, then don't make it. Then make Granny Squares. You can still get the kit, but like,
still yarn.
Crafting has been scientifically proven to be a great source of self-care. It's good for your mental health. It is calm. It's supposed to be calming, but we have all had those knots in our yarn, or the yarn barf that comes out, and crochet can be frustrating. So it is, I think, really fun that this blanket could go both ways. It could be a form of therapy. It could be, a nod to the process of learning the craft. And the one thing that I know I said to you when we had talked was, we better not change that name. We can't change that name. It is just perfect.
So Maggie gets two votes on the screen today. I love that idea. You'll have some left over, so there you go.
Well, I love that idea too. And a hat. I mean, you can make a dress. I mean, a dress, a cardigan, a middle finger cardigan. Ding, ding,
dress.
Ding. With it. Yeah, or a little pillow, middle finger pillows. You don't have to there's a lot of middle fingers that's needing out there.
It could be
right?
All around your house. Middle fingers everywhere.
Everywhere. Why not?
I love that.
Yep.
Sarah Garner, I crochet during meetings to help keep stress down. Yeah.
We don't really do it anymore, but we always used to crochet in our meetings.
We did do that. We used to. What happened?
I don't know. We'll have to start again. Nice Christmas poncho.
Mandatory thing. With y'all. A Christmas poncho. Someone said a Christmas poncho. That's a great idea. Oh, there's so many different things you can make that aren't super duper hard. Like you can just fold things, make things. Like, I love all of them.
A cowl would be nice.
A what?
A cowl.
Yeah.
A cowl. Oh yeah. I like that idea too.
Oh, I'm feeling really hot just listening to you guys. I'm still in Austin. I know I was supposed to leave. I'm still in Austin.
We should take a little break so Pam can tell us about her tremendous.
It is. I am so.
Yeah,
hot.
Pam has a story. Pam's Canadian. She's not supposed to be in the States, and she's in Austin, Texas. And I'm from Houston myself. Right now, I would never want to be in Texas. The humidity alone.
I called the Hell's Armpit this morning. I'm like, I bet you're glad to get out of Hell's
Share your story. Share what's going on with you, Pam.
I've been trying to leave. And I can't. So as you know, I live much further north, up near the Arctic Circle, just like I like it. And I came down for Furls' birthday. So I did go live yesterday with Harrison, for those of you who watched. And then my flight was scheduled to leave this morning. When I woke up, I had an email from my airline at, I guess, 4 a.m. They emailed saying, your flight's been delayed. My flight was at 1 p.m. And I'm thinking, that's bizarre, due to technical issues. Got these texts a couple more times until finally they let us board. I think it was at 3:30. Super excited. I get on the plane. We're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then all of a sudden the power goes out on the plane. And the power stayed out for over half an hour in the 108-degree heat. So everything just got hot.
Pam is very sensitive to heat.
I am a delicate little snowbird. And you could still see, I'm still flushed. It was bad. And so then eventually, the pilot came out to talk to us, and he seemed a little upset. And it just kept going on and on and on. And finally, they gave us the option. They said, if you want to get off and we'll rebook you, that's fine. Or you can just hang out until we, figure it out. And so I have never run for a plane door so fast in my life. I was like, I think this is meant, I'm meant to stay, because the technical difficulties just kept happening with this flight. And I was like, I'm done. So I did make it here in time. And I'm in a hotel.
Which is why I'm here, because we didn't think Pam was going to, well, we thought she was just going to be delayed.
Yeah.
So like I'm talking to her throughout the entire day, and she's on the plane and she calls me. He's like, would you stay, or do I stay or do I get off?
Yeah.
We get both of you tonight. That's exciting.
So she joined me for a little bit, and then we wanted her to stay. We're so excited.
Sarah, I will say the food is amazing.
Oh, in Austin, always. Everything I've ever
So I immediately went out to a restaurant that I wanted to try, and it was delicious. And so it kind of made me feel a little bit better. But the best part is I get to be here with both of you. So thank you. And all of you, which I love.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
So anyway, what are you working on now?
What am I working on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to start my new blanket. I have a granny square blanket over there. I sew too, y'all. So I'm a quilter and I sew. And I just taught a quilting class this weekend where I did my I have a Lone Star quilt pattern, and I designed all these fabrics. It's my other medium. But
I love your fabrics.
Yeah, so these are my Pride fabrics because it's Pride. Happy Pride, everyone!
Happy Pride.
That did a quarter of that, so I'll probably finish the other quarter in a year, and this will be done in a couple years or so. You know how that goes. I have a million progress, but I've been really, really just trying not to just jump into new projects until I'm ready to complete. I'm trying to grow up as a crafter and crocheter. I'm trying to not have a million.
Do you have any tips?
Yeah. I literally about twice a year go through everything and end up throwing about 20 half-finished projects in the garbage. Every year. It's like can't even be bothered with them. So I've been trying to be better too. But
this is one bin. This is one of my sewing bins of works in progresses, right? So this is 50. I have 3 of these in here. And then I have a storage unit. I'm actually going to do part of my fund. I'm going to do a fundraiser for the AIDS walk in August, September. And I'm going to try and get rid of some of my works in progress to see if people want to finish them. That's
fun.
Right. Why not? Because it's I can't finish those, all of them. But I really want to get into this. So I've been really good. I just finished this one. It was with another friend, but this gray square.
Oh, I love that.
I think I want to make another one with the Wander stuff. And then this is just a granny square blanket that I started in 2017 that I work on a couple rows once in a while when I need something to do but I want to get into this. I'm being patient. I'm being patient to work on the next middle finger blanket. Now I just need to figure out what colors I want to do. Because I don't want to do all the colors. I know I have the new, these new colors. I think I definitely want to use these.
I know I love our new colors. I started making a couple
saving these.
Yes.
Let's look at these. I think I definitely want to. Y'all want to see yarn? Do you want to look at the new colors? These are some of the new colors. This is one.
Yeah.
This one.
The Atlantis and the green. What's the green called, Pam?
The green is Sprout. That's Marmalade.
Kitschy, yeah.
Darling, I love Darling.
That's Enchanted.
And then,
Pam mostly.
Darling.
A lot of times we have conversations about the colors. It's one of the naming the colors. It's one of the funnest things we get to do.
You like to name the colors?
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
I love this color.
Sprout.
I know Sprout.
I would eat this color. I would make a whole blanket in that color. One. And then I'll put them all together. I might just do these colors. I think they said that.
Agave. I think that's my favorite one.
I know they're new colors, but they go well together. And then I'll show you all of them together. And then let's decide in the comments if I should just.
That one matches our teal glitter hook. Caspian is there. All of my stuff is I don't have all my. There it is. Our teal.
Casey, it's 100% acrylic. The teal and the orange. Catherine got the teal and the orange on the sale.
And then this, and let me do them all together.
I love teal and orange together.
Oh, they're really, really nice colors. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love that. How Lindsay justified her purchase.
For a blanket, color-wise, I should add.
Absolutely. I love it.
We lost one. One's down.
Oh my God! This is a great moment.
Yeah.
So someone mentioned the 30% off sale. I'm just gonna say again. So our birthday was yesterday. You'll have till midnight tonight to get 30%, including the kit. So get it. We're starting our crochet along in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, Matthew's going to join us for a crochet.
Yeah, we're going to do a crochet along. It's going to be for the first 4 weeks. We're going to do it every week. It's going to be at this time every Friday where we'll just, I mean, if people have if there challenges with the stitch or you want to just get started, but I just see it like a sit and crochet kind of situation, and it'll be super fun. Like I've never done a crochet along. I've always wanted to. So this is my inaugural.
You haven't?
I haven't. I've done like fabric along, like all the that kind of. Never with crochet. But it's like I see myself more as a crocheter than any medium now. That's how I see myself. It's weird that people think about other mediums because really that's what I do at least half of the time.
I love the timing as well. Friday evenings, let's be honest, we're all sitting around crocheting anyway. May as well, right? Stay up a little bit later if you want. So it is going to be every Friday starting, I think it's July 7th.
July 7th.
7th.
Yeah, I'm going on vacation next week, so it's not next week. And then
it's the week I'm on vacation.
I'm doing a social media blackout. I've never done one since 2016, and I'm just
lots of firsts.
Boundaries are important.
It's important. I'm curious what it'll feel like. Like, will I freak out? Will I implode?
Yes.
Like, what is going to happen? Will everyone unfollow me just because I'm gone for a week? Like, I don't think any of that's going to happen. No. I think it's going to be really healthy and healing. So I'm really excited. Yeah, and we're going to be in Eureka, California, in the Redwoods.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool. We rented an Airbnb because we didn't know what to do with our dogs. We have 2 Australian Labradoodles. We haven't gone anywhere with them. We don't have family or anyone that can watch them. So we're like, we got to drive somewhere. And I live in the Pacific Northwest in the United States, folks, for anyone. Don't come find me, though. That would be kind of weird. That's his detail.
He's just somewhere. They're just somewhere out there. Just there somewhere.
Yeah, so Fridays in July, starting July 7th.
July 7th.
Because the 3rd is Monday.
Pacific.
4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. This human's going to be here. So if like you're not feeling this, that's okay. You can still come.
Monique says she's not able to get a kit, so we'll try to figure that out. And someone had a hard time changing the hook. Even though the sale ends tonight, if you had a hard time purchasing it tonight, when we get support, because we're closed over the weekends and support's able to help you on Monday, we'll take care of the pricing on that for you if you're trying to purchase it tonight.
I will go take a look.
But yeah, we're going to go check and make sure that everything's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, get the kit.
So what happened, it looks like everyone bought out the kit. So we are going to go, and it usually comes with an H hook. We might just put a different size hook in there just for the weekend so that you can still make the purchase. And then that would kind of help us out with that. Otherwise.
Or, I mean, is there another kind of hook you can do?
You guys bought out the hooks.
That's kind of crazy, amazing. But like some people were asking, there were a couple I remember I saw in the comments, they were saying, I wish we could get a different kind of hook. Like, is there a different kind of hook that we could like throw in for the weekend or something and be like, hey, why not? And
I can I can figure it out. I will do it right after the live. I promise I will go. I can figure it out.
We're going to figure it out, y'all. You're not going to be without a kit. There's a kit for you. You want a kit? We got a kit for you.
I promise if there is some reason why we have to wait until, because unfortunately,
it's all on coding, unfortunately.
I'm your tech person and I've take what you will with that. I will figure it out. Either way, you will either get a different hook today or we will extend the sale for this kit for you.
Yes.
I don't want you to do without. You need this kit.
Curated Life by Wigglebutt Crochet checked out without the hook. So we will make sure that you get we'll take care of it. We'll get everything taken care of.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Look at that. You broke the site, man.
Good job breaking the internet.
That's amazing. That's really exciting because of course I have imposter syndrome like everyone. So it's like
we all do.
You know, it's like no one's going to want to be here and hang out with me. I assume no one would show up for this. I assume no one wants to do this. Like, that's just how I am. You know, I mean, you have enough trauma from a stepdad when you're a kid. It sticks with you when you're 47. But it's like, so it's like, I'm so excited. Y'all want to play. Y'all like it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to like get banned or whatever. But
I did it already. You see me doing it?
Our community of crafters is so fantastic. And I am so glad that we are all able to be here on this live together because they really do. They are the best people. So I'm very excited about this. Even though we broke broke this site for this. So I'm on there right now. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out while we're on the live. So we'll just keep chatting.
It's gonna happen. Thank you, Tracy. That was super kind. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna cry a little bit, probably. Oh,
okay.
That was really kind. Thank you for those.
Well, we love you, and we know everybody.
I love you. I really do love Furls. Y'all have been nice, even like them. Now, for those, if we've been chatting for a bit, I had a mental health crisis all of last year and the year before, and the peak of like Mr. Domestic before I transitioned to mixed domestic. Like I worked with a bunch of folks, and a bunch like they left. Whether they didn't understand what was happening or they didn't align with me as a human, the Furls has stuck by me the whole time, like not just as a brand, but like as a friend. And like I didn't have a lot of that, and it really meant a lot. And I see those people as my angels in this world, because I almost didn't escape 2022, and I did. I got through it, and Furls was a big part of that. And so I'm always ever going to be grateful for that, because these are some really, really good humans, not just like good yarn great yarn and great products, but like great humans, like across the board. And it's a big deal. So I'm really honored that like y'all wanted to like do this with me, and like we got to have fun and do this. And like I got like a few more decades left in me of doing this crochet craft thing. So like let's take over the world with like middle finger.
World domination.
Well, so then my face was red, and now my eyes are red. So thank you.
Yeah, that's me.
That we could be there with you as you were going through everything, and that you came out stronger on the other side, and that we can also.
I feel so much stronger. Anyone who's been on my journey has seen. It's like I see it in my videos. Even it's like the sparks back. I feel very grounded. I feel like. I just feel really good. Like I'm so happy that I made it through, because life's amazing. And like, I just am so looking forward to like the rest of it. Cause yeah, I didn't know life could feel this way. I didn't know I could love myself like this. Like I didn't know what it would feel like to just partner with brands that like align with me and that I loved and cared, and vice versa. Oh, wow. Life's amazing.
Like you don't feel like you have to be put on something that you're not, or not get to be your true self. And we always want everybody to be who they are.
That part.
So for anyone watching who is going through something similar right now, because I know we're all human. We all have those, feelings and emotions. But do you have if you don't mind sharing, was there a moment that, like something clicked, or did you read something, or did someone share something with you that helped you to come out on the other side, or make the realization that you're worth it and not?
There was a moment, and it was not a good moment, but it was a moment, and there might be a little bit more tears here. But yeah, it's like I was for so long looking for someone other than myself to get me out of it. I was looking for other people and brands, people on the internet, trolls, anyone to like see me and like tell me that like it's like the answers, and to get through it, and to make me feel better, and to stop like being mean and all. I was just looking for people outside of myself to fix it, including my therapist, including my psychiatrist, including all of it. And at the time I was balling in therapy with my psychiatrist. They put me on a 6th psych med, and it hit me that, wow, yeah, I might actually have the same fate as my sister, who experienced similar mental health issues as I had. And unfortunately, she passed away of an accidental prescription drug overdose in 2008. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, wow, I'm not going to have that fate. That's not going to be my fate. And so I actually divorced my therapist and psychiatrist at that time. I found another mental health team, and I started down titrating all my meds, because I was begging my psychiatrist at the time to take me off my meds, and they put me on more meds. And I just took control, and I was like, I need to get myself out of it. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of life. I'm worthy of like getting through this. And I trusted my gut and my intuition instead of like looking for someone else to do it for me. And just one step at a time, and one day at a time. And like, it was hard, and I had enough people around me that loved me and helped me through it, and were patient. And I learned to love myself every day. more and more until like, wow, the self-love just consumed my whole being and my whole body and everything. And this is going to be lame. It's not tying it all back to this blanket, but like crochet crafting like was that thing that I could depend on to get me through. And like when the world didn't make sense, because there were periods where I was dissociated fully. I wasn't in my body or in control. I could ground myself in crochet, you know. And that's the one I could depend on, because like you grab a hook and like yarn and you just like and you can make something. It's not complicated, because there was even a period where I couldn't figure out how to crochet. I couldn't figure out how to sew.
Tracy's comment, it's true. I mean, it's a verb. You have to do it every day.
And so now it's like, now I'm good. Now I'm and I learned I'm not ever going to be on the other side to where I'm healed. Every day is a healing day. I'm healing, I'm living, and I had to rethink how I approached social media and rethink how I approached all of this to where I didn't get triggered by things. And then I took responsibility for what I did to create that in my life, in the way that I would communicate things. Anyone who sees me or follows me now, I communicate with pure love now. I don't get to the camera unless I'm at a place of empathy for the person I'm talking about, or I have compassion for the situation. I don't want to show up triggered or to make someone feel stupid. And all of that's helping me, because it's like, then I don't get the barrage of like trolls. So it's like all of it. But really it was that moment where I was like, yeah, if I don't take control of this and I don't decide, then
no one's coming for me.
Yeah, so it was like, we just have to decide. We all, every single person out there in the interweb, on the world, you're worthy of like the best life, of being authentic, of loving yourself. And we're not taught to do that. We're taught to do the total opposite, but we have it within ourselves to love ourselves. And you just have to listen to that voice inside yourself. And it's finding that voice and then trusting it and listening to it and then taking a step and moving forward. Because the pandemic wrecked us all.
Oh yeah.
And it's true. People forget how to listen to their intuition. You know, you ignore it for so long that you don't even know what it is anymore. But
nope. It's the one thing you can trust. Let's take a deep breath. Everyone go like this. No, hey, this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be totally easy, and I don't care. We're gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna do a group hug. Okay, so go like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna count to 3, and on 3, I want you to squeeze. Okay, and close your eyes. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool. That was a group hug. We did a group hug.
Thank you, everybody.
Right?
So
that was fun.
I hope everyone feels the love.
I love that. Oh, that felt good. Especially, today. That's great. I needed that.
Yesterday I needed that hug.
It sounds like, Pam, you need to crochet a middle finger blanket yourself.
Can I tell you? I got to the airport. I'm like, well, at least I have, like I brought my hooks. Like, I'm good. And then I went in my bag. I didn't bring my yarn. Brought the hooks, no yarn. So I was taking hook pictures everywhere, because what else am I going to do?
You have a sweater? I mean,
just start pulling it apart.
Right? I mean,
did you get your luggage back? Okay, so wait. Earlier, Pam, she calls me and says, I have to check in my carry-on, which means when I get to and it will arrive at my final destination, because she had a very long layover. So when she gets to her layover for an entire day, she won't have anything. I'm like, so how much is it to check your bag?
That's right. So about an hour before we boarded, they started making people, they were forcing people to check their carry-on luggage. They said they needed to rebalance the plane. Like all these warning signs. But yes, I did get it back. So
that would have been
changed
too much. That would have been too much.
Yeah. Air Canada gets a big middle finger blanket. Blanket for you and a blanket for you.
A blanket for you. You get a blanket.
I will say.
You get a blanket. Hey, y'all, while we're here. I'm doing a birthday giveaway over on my Instagram.
Yes.
I wasn't supposed to say it, but I'm doing it until next Wednesday. So it's an amazing giveaway. Like, I want all of these things. It's 11 items, and there are some discontinued hooks in there, and there's like, I think there's like Whims yarn that's being given away. So if you don't know me, you need to follow me to go comment and stuff.
You need to follow Mixed Domestic anyway.
Go to Instagram.
I am going to put your Instagram link here.
Yeah, go and join the giveaway because it's just amazing. It's phenomenal, and like y'all need to participate. And
we want to break the internet again because I'll tell you what's in there.
Yeah,
there is a streamlined medal. Now,
I want those.
Yeah, everybody wants
so, those. Pam explained on her live. We don't gatekeep them. We don't hide them, but we always hold back a small amount of hooks in case someone's get lost in the mail or something happens. So whenever we release something, we hold back a small amount for that reason. And it's been a little while. We don't need them for anything. So now we have used them in these giveaways.
Mine got lost in the mail.
For a second, I believed you. Well, we are in the process of finding supplier. See, it's hard. The supplier we had who made them for us, they can't make them in volume. So, it was just a test. We didn't necessarily know they were going to go as well as they did, but we are working on.
I mean, obviously we hoped.
But those will go well, folks. Those will go well.
As soon as we get them, we'll have them in different colors.
So for the giveaway, you get one of those. You get a cafe streamline, which was discontinued. Cherry streamline, again discontinued. A Mardi Gras streamline, which was only available if you were in New Orleans for CGOA last year. There was no other way to get it. You get a 10-pack of Whims. You get a birthday hook, the teal glitter birthday hook. This year's.
I love this comment. It's like a crowd chanting for you in the background.
I love that.
Someone said they tried entering your giveaway and it said the comments were limited.
Yeah, so I limit the comments on my Instagram to only people who follow me or that I follow. So it takes a bit. If you didn't follow me before, it's cool. If you want to follow me for the giveaway, that's cool. It just takes a bit for the app to update so that you can then comment. So if you followed me, give it maybe swipe the app away and then go back into there and get in there and you should be able to comment. I do that because I can, and I talk about important social justice and things that are important, and I don't want to deal with the trolls. I unlimited it for a bit to see what would happen, and they didn't add any value to the comments, so I just limited it again because I can there. So that's
how I found you. I found you 3 or 4 years ago. I was taking my mental health walk around my block, and I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I found you because it was, I guess it was at the height of Black Lives Matter. Was that about when that?
It was 3 years
ago now.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
And I told you I wrote you. I'm like, I need your help. But I started following you then, and then I was like, I love this person.
I love that. That's when I started stepping into my authentic self. So that was the right time to start. If you're
because Furls is all about that too. So
yeah, that's when we found each other, and it was right. That's one thing. Another thing. Sorry, this isn't going to be all about the woo woo, but that's the thing I've learned through all of this is that for the beginning of my social media career, I tried to be what I thought that people wanted me to be, and I became that. That helped me survive, my family and where I grew up and all of that. But once I started being more authentic, whoa, that's when I blew up. I didn't expect that because people were telling me it would destroy everything. And the more authentic I am, the better it is. So it's I love that. I love connecting with people that are like-minded and all of that stuff. Because I think we need to band together and be a bigger voice and share a voice with all of that kind of stuff.
Pam and I talk about it all the time that people, what should I do? What should I make? What should I be? Just be yourself. Make what you like. Be authentic, and the right people will find you. You don't want the wrong people anyway. You only want the right people.
But you know how amazing it is? Because I have a 10-year-old, y'all, who don't know. I was not raised in that nurturing, you can be whoever you want to be, weird is awesome kind of environment. But watching, this beautiful, amazing young human that's nurtured and that's all she knows. It's you can be whoever you want to be. I will support and love you. I encourage you to find your voice. Wow, the kids are gonna Gen Alpha. They're gonna take over the world. It's just amazing. It's such.
Well, my 12-year-old just came out as bisexual to me. I mean, I don't like the sexual word because they're not having sex at 12 years old, but and she told me, and I think she knew she was gonna be okay. But then, like after a minute, like you could see her go, okay. Like
That part.
I think it's wonderful that people can be who they are.
That part.
There has never been a problem when you just allow people to be themselves. When does that? I can't think of a time where someone grew up thinking I was allowed to be myself, and then they're a terrible human. You know, like it there's nothing wrong with that. And I love that it seems, you know, in talking with my kids too, just like hearing things they say or seeing, you know, what's happening. I'm very excited to see how things turn out for that generation, because they're growing up in a world that doesn't, that, how do I think you know what I'm saying? Like
they don't even know that it can be the opposite of what it is, because they haven't had to. I mean, most kids. There are still, let's be honest, there are still kids who are don't have that.
So I'm obviously coming from a Canadian perspective, and things are different.
Not very different. Just the different laws a little bit. That's it. But just a little younger.
But I mean, it's great seeing that, like the conversations they're having, and you know the way that they're talking to each other even. I'm just really excited. Like I think that if we just let them be themselves and let them grow into the humans they're supposed to be, you know.
I mean, that's how I discovered my that's how I came out, was through the kids, seeing the kids. Like that's an option. I don't have to be either or. What?
I can do it too.
Yeah, I want to be that. So it's like people talk about like no, it's going the other way. Where the kids will teach us the way, and I learned it through that, and I was like, yeah, wow, is that freeing? Oh my gosh, we should listen. But it's kind of like, I mean, our generation, it's like didn't grow up in segregation. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, why do y'all have those thoughts? It's so weird. And now it's like we're the older ones, so now the kids are like, what? Homophobia?
We was talking about cycle breaking in our house.
Yeah,
and being
there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Everyone should crochet.
The world will be a much better place.
The crochet will save the world. Crochet will save the world.
Yes, people do need to be with people whom they feel safe with, and we hope that we can help to create spaces to foster that environment. So,
and that's what we'll be doing once I get off vacation every Friday while we do this crochet along. It's a safe place for whoever you are, you know. The way is my mantra, and it still is, and it's kind of a take on James Baldwin, but it's like any environment that I am, you can totally be yourself. You're welcome, unless your happiness is based on the oppression of someone else, and then it's like you're not welcome. Then this middle finger is for you, and you can exit stage left, right? It doesn't matter who you are or your ilk, but you should be able to get along with everyone without trying to cause harm to someone just because they're different.
Definitely.
Right? So it's like, that's what I do. That's what mixed domestic is about.
Tracy, the kits are temporarily all gone. We sold out of the hook, so we are going to try to fix it as soon as possible after the live. If for any reason we don't get it worked out, we'll put a big email out and everything. But if support team comes back on Monday, so if you have to wait till Monday, we will extend the 30% off for anybody who.
And we're not shipping out on the weekend anyway, because our warehouse team has weekends off. So you're not even going to be delayed.
Not even going to be delayed.
Yeah. But I will, as soon as I get off the live, I will be going and seeing what I can do on my own. And then, I will send out an email the moment it's fixed. So you'll all see it.
Yes, truly amazing. Truly amazing. Yes, the my entry video will show if this is a new experience for you and you don't follow me on the Instagram, then it will take a while for you to be able to comment, because I've limited it to only followers so that the trolls don't come. But so if you follow me, then just
I love her picture.
Love it. Then like swipe away from the app and then go back in, and you should be able to comment. No problem. It just takes a little bit for whatever the algorithm, or it's technology. I don't understand. I just know it takes a couple minutes.
I just know it takes some time.
Yeah, that's
it. So if you could leave everyone who's joined us here tonight with like one last thought what would it be?
Wow. To love yourself for who you are today, however you show up, however you feel, because everything about you is valid and beautiful and truthful and is worthy of loving yourself, regardless of what the world tries to tell you or what you've been ingrained as a kid or even in adulthood. As to maybe things being wrong because they're different. They're not. They're just different. And those people telling you that are wrong. Then everyone's beautiful in their own way. And we all deserve to see that. And it's really unfortunate that we're not taught as humans to lean into that and to see our own love, but to see our own flaws and to hate other people. But really the beauty in life is being real and authentic and then loving that about yourself. So I just encourage you to do that wherever you are. Like, just love yourself because you deserve it and you're worthy of it. And it's really powerful. And this is going to sound cheesy, but one of the ways that I connect to that is through crochet. Like, crochet is just a weird Zen, like, meditative process that gets me into like a centered present place, because we're so technology driven that I have really a hard time being present. And it's only through presence that you can like discover yourself and love yourself, because everything else is a distraction. And crochet doesn't do that to me. Crochet brings me to center, and in my center I find my self-love, and then I discover that life is worth living. So that's my parting thoughts.
So how about we end this discussion this evening on a little bit of a fun note, since we
just one second. Sorry, I just want to comment on some of the things that before we end it. Someone had asked if they're not able to get the kit, if they can still join the crochet along. And yes, so the crochet along is going to be open to anybody. It's going to be a link just like this is. If you're not able to get the kit, we understand. We still want you to join us, and then maybe the next time we do a kit, you'll be able to get it then. But everybody is welcome.
I'm sorry it was so popular.
Well, what I was thinking was what we can do is maybe do a giveaway for a kit.
I was going to say it, and I didn't want it because we didn't talk about it beforehand. Pam and I like to spill the beans and give things away.
I love giving stuff away. So, Matthew, are you okay with that if we give a kit away?
Hey, y'all, let me ask the people in the comments, the people who are watching this, would y'all be interested in winning a kit? Anyone? It's really a fun kit. I mean, if y'all don't want to, we can end now, like, for real. So, I mean, it's okay, because what I said was pretty powerful. It's enough to end with. But,
it would be. It's perfect. It's perfect.
So y'all want to win a kit? Yeah, let's do that. I don't know how you win a kit.
What are we going to do from the comments we already have, or do we want them to say?
Yeah, well, we'll give them a few more minutes. So we'll give them a minute or two. So usually what we do is all of these wonderful comments. So we stream to multiple places. Hi. Oh, I love this. We give so we stream to multiple platforms, and we get all the comments in one place, which is why sometimes when you're watching, we're commenting on things that you can't see. Yeah. And then what we do is one of us just starts scrolling without looking, and then the other person says stop. And then wherever the scroll stops, that's our winner. We like to keep it pretty simple. So,
Catherine, the crochet along, we'll all be sending information out, but it's going to be.
I'll probably put a fun little blog post up on our site that will link to everything. If you have not yet read Matthew's blog post on mixeddomestic.com, there's a link actually on the Middle Finger Stitch Blanket Kit page. And if you go there, link over, read the blog. I love reading the story behind the blanket. So if you missed the first part of this, first of all, watch the replay. What are you doing? Then you can go read the blog and learn a little bit more about this blanket.
Is it lame that I totally watch my videos when I make them, and I'm going to watch this as I'm getting to sleep? Like, I'm totally going to watch the replay myself because it's like really fun.
I vacillate between thinking it's fun to watch myself and being like,
I mean, yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Did you see the Pedro Pascal interview where he was hooked up to a lie detector test, and they said, do you go scroll your fan pages and read all the good comments about yourself when you're feeling?
He thought about lying for a second.
And he started giggling. He's like, yeah, I do that. I was like, I think that's fair. That's fair.
Pam and I put things out into the universe, and we have put out into the universe that we are going to meet Pedro. So,
I mean, he seems like a really, really, really like this cool goober dude. Like, I'm here for the gooberness, like that part of him. Like, I know people are like the ooh la la, but like he just seems like a goober. We could dance silly and like eat ice cream and like sit in our jam. Like, it just, that's what I want to do.
I saw something he was talking the other day. He's like, Sarah Michelle Gellar wrote about me. Like, he was so amazed because they said, "Do you remember doing this movie together?"
When he was in Buffy.
Yeah. And he starts, or like a show, and they starts telling all these pieces. Like, yeah, I remember everything. But I just love
wow. Look at all these people who would love to win a kit. Should we go ahead and yay for the gooberness? I agree.
Yay.
Should we go ahead?
I could. How about
Matthew's gonna?
Yeah, Matthew's gonna say stop. Do you want me to scroll? I'll start scrolling.
Sure, go for it.
Matthew, I'm scrolling. You tell me to stop whenever you.
Like how many? How long? Like,
Whenever you see stop.
When do I say it?
Whenever you want.
Like, is it soon?
Like anytime now.
Stop.
Anytime.
Chris Lopez, love yourself, Lorene.
I do, Chris. I love you too, but look at that.
Chris Lopez, congratulations. You are the winner.
You know when you're on it, it's grayscale. The one you're on is grayscaled. I think that's Chris. Congratulations, Chris.
Yay, Chris. Congratulations.
I'm sure you know the drill, but email us at support@furlscrochet.com with the subject line winner. We already have your address because you've been a loyal Furls follower and purchaser, shopper for a long time, so we will get it out to you. We have to have you pick your colors though. So tell us the colors you want. Pick 15 colors of Wander. Tell us what you want.
Pick 15 colors. Oh, I love that. And I'm going to make sure I remember to let our team know so they're not shocked that all of a sudden someone's asking for a blanket kit for free. Okay.
Yes, we need to let them know. I'm sure they wouldn't surprise them, but it was so wonderful having you here with us today, Mixed Domestic. And
thanks for having me.
Very excited about the blanket and to start the crochet along in 2 weeks. So 6 p.m. Pacific and
on
9
July
p.m.
7th.
Eastern and 7
p.m.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Central. We'll have a blog post and I'm sure
I'll be sending out emails. You guys will, if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, why? Also, Matthew's newsletter is fantastic. I've been subscribed for a very long time.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. So make sure you are following them and everywhere that they're on social media and sign up for the newsletter. All the information, again, you can find on Furls on the Mixed Domestic Middle Finger Stitch Blanket Kit page. Just scroll down. There's links. So, yay!
All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. We will see you later.